The time for change has come in PEI, where voters have turfed the Liberal government, elected a PC minority, and made the Green Party the official opposition. The Tories won 12 seats, while the Greens hold 8, and the incumbent Liberals won 6. Progressive Conservative leader Dennis King remarked on the strong showing by the Greens, saying it shows island voters want their political parties to work together. The three-way race produced the province's first minority government since 1890. This is where we bring in Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR, who will be talking more about this on her show today. It's an interesting one, Danielle. History made, and we were talking to Ross Lord from Global News a little bit earlier, and there is a suspicion that the Greens and the Liberals are going to team up here.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting thought. I think I'm kind of curious about how that would play out, because normally what happens is that the government that left gets the first stab at being able to form government. And in this case, it's kind of strange because the Liberals got the least amount of seats and they lost their premier and leader. So they're in a bit of disarray. So I'm not sure who would be making the ask of government to get the first stab at forming it. I suspect what will likely happen is that they would likely allow the party that won the most seats, which is the Conservatives, to attempt to govern. That often happens. And then if they don't produce a throne speech that allows for them to get broad-based support, then you might see a coalition emerge. I think the Liberals just have a little bit more work to do now before they'd be in a position to be able to do that. It's this weird province. We should watch it anyway, because they don't play politics as usual. What you're hearing is a real sense of collaboration, and that's been characterizing this race right from the start. Characterized probably most when the Greens tragically lost one of their candidates in a canoeing accident with his 6-year-old son, and they decided we're not going to have an election in that particular riding. So I think there's a number of things to watch. Number one is, if this is another Conservative government, which I suspect it will be, then we now have more Conservative provincial governments in the country than any other type. And this is important from a federal politics point of view, because 6 months from now, we're going into a federal election. And the Trudeau Liberals got a huge base of their support in Atlantic Canada. But now we're seeing, with elections in New Brunswick, with election here, Newfoundland and Labrador has an election, that is eroding. So that's one of the ways in which their majority at the federal level could erode. The other thing I'll be watching for, though, is what this new Green Party is all about. You don't get that kind of support based on a radical extremist agenda. And in fact, a lot of reporting has been done about how they moderated their platform and are seeking to work collaboratively on long-term solutions to environmental problems. And so if this becomes a new pragmatic green movement, boy, wouldn't that be nice if that spread across the country, particularly giving a dose of it to our friends in British Columbia. So I'm going to talk to somebody today to walk through all of this, but I think there's lots of reasons to watch what's happening in PEI.
Super interesting on so many levels. Tune in to Danielle's show starting at 9:30 today on Global News Radio. Thanks, Danielle.
Yeah, thank you.